Hey Google, turn on the lights. Hello everyone and welcome to the review of the Yeelight. This is the 480 model. There are several types of this lamp. They vary mostly in size, but there are also some different models with higher power output. There's not much to see on the box, so these are the specifications. The most important are the power output or the power consumption, which is 32 watts for this model. The 480, it's the size of the lamp, and also it varies the color of the LEDs from 2700 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin, so you can adjust from cold white to warm white. And it also gives you an indication that you should use Android 4.4 or iOS 8.0. So those are the minimal compatible versions, and it uses wireless and connects to all standards such as BGN on 2.4 GHz, and also uses Bluetooth 4.2 Bluetooth low energy BLE mode. And that's it. So I'm going to do some magic now, just like this, and it's out of the box. So this is all that you get inside. Of course, the lamp. You get this nice remote, which uses a radio control system. It's not infrared. You get mounting hardware, which is rather simple, some screws and some fixtures for your wall or ceiling. And you get this manual, which is in Chinese and also in Chinese here. Not very useful. And this little card, which takes you to their site to download the app. What is interesting is the fact that this Yeelight, it's also sometimes called Xiaomi Yeelight, although it's made by Yeelight, which is not Xiaomi. But this is also sold in Xiaomi's ecosystem, as they call it. They have an array of compatible devices, and all of them work into the Xiaomi Home Mi Home app, and you can control all the devices from one single app. So you can use the original Lamp Light application or the Xiaomi's application, but it's kind of the same way. You can do the same things with both apps. If you are running other Xiaomi devices, you may want to use the Mi Home not to install too much apps. The installation of the lamp is very simple. It has a quick release system with this red thing here, and the support just jumps out, and this is the lamp that separates from the support, so you can fix this to the ceiling in any way possible. It has a lot of mounting holes, and you can fit this really nice, while this thing here, it's very nice protected. Even if it's connected to live power, you cannot get an electric shock from it because all the contacts are somewhere there inside, so you cannot touch them, only if you use a screwdriver and if you are crazy. And also the installation is made very simple because these are quick release type connectors, and it even shows you here how to connect the wires. So you need to strip them from 11 to 13 millimeters, and that's it. And although I'm not respecting the wire length indicated, I'm going to show you how simple it is to connect it, because of course we are going to test it. And you are just going to keep the button pressed, push the wire in, do the same for the other one, and the wires are now locked into place. They are not getting out, and you have a connection, and that was it. It doesn't require any kind of screwdriver, soldering, nothing. This thing will just clip into place, and after all this complicated setup, I'm now ready to plug it in, and there you go. It now works. So I have already pre-installed the app because I don't want to go through all that boring stuff. So the lamp is now off. Let me try to zoom in. This should be better, and it shows the status here. I can turn it on or off, and if I'm going to select the lamp, I now have a lot of settings for it. I can simulate different types of lighting, such as sunrise, sunset, night mode, where it dims the lamp a lot. And if I turn off my video lamp, as you can see, it's only very dim. You can turn it to tea time, movie night, dressing. You can make it flash or flicker like a candle, or put it into reading mode. So I'm now going to reduce the power and turn my lamp back on. And of course you can save your own favorites, and you have here sun and moon profiles. For the sun, of course, you have powerful light. For the moon, you have a low power light. You can of course adjust the power for each profile, and you can adjust the color on the scale, so this being the warmest, white light, and going to the coldest, which is having a blue tint. Of course my camera will not show the colors correctly, because there are more lights here doing the same thing, lighting up my desk, and the color will vary. So that's kind of reddish, and that's kind of bluish. And the same goes for moon. You can adjust the power. You can make this almost invisible, just a tiny amount of light, and on the highest level it's actually dim, because you want dim moonlight. From there you can also go to the settings here actually, and you have quick settings here for the color, and you have schedules where you can actually program this to change the light, for instance, to turn on at morning, turn off at night time, something like that. And yes, confirm to leave. So I'm not doing any schedule now. And you have a timer for it, a night mode, and for the remote, when you first get this, you need to read this, how to bind the remote. I don't know if it's going to open or not, it's from the internet. Alright, so first time when you plug this in, you have a timer something like 30 seconds, and in the first 30 seconds you need to press the off button here and the M button here, and keep them pressed for a few seconds, and this tiny LED here, I don't know if you can see it, there we go, it's going to start to flash, and after a few seconds the lamp will flash, and that means that the remote is now connected. Also, if you are using a Mi Band, you can actually program your Mi Band when you are sleeping. It will transmit a control to the lamp and will shut down it. And you can pair the lamp to the Mi Band if you want to, so you have remote control from your Mi Band. You can also select a default state when you first get the lamp. When you plug it in first time, it will turn on automatically, and also if power goes out and returns, if you leave it that way, it will turn on automatically. So you can make this disabled and auto on upon power resumption. So if you are disabled this, each time when you unplug the lamp or power goes out and comes back on, the lamp will not start again. So you may consider doing that, because maybe you are not home and the lamp will work and work and work. Right, and of course, because it's a smart lamp, there is a firmware upgrade option, and release notes, I don't know what release notes, so I'm going to update it. So there you go, we are living in the century of updating the firmware on your lamp. And the firmware update was a success. It took a bit of time, and it was only showing 000 and disappeared, and now it's the latest, so kind of weird as it's not progressive. Right, so I'm going to go back to the main menu, and you have here also room and scene modes. You can create some environments, and in each room control your own light, and from scene you can actually create more profiles, and you can choose an icon here and add your own settings like color intensity, if the lamp will start with this profile or not, or it will turn off the lamp, and so on. So you can also create your own, although the original ones are plenty to choose from, and of course you can always go to sun and moon modes and you can manually adjust the color and the intensity. So there's nothing wrong with your monitor, and because everyone will ask, okay, how does this lamp emit light? Is it good? Is it bad? I'm going to do something special. So I have set my camera to a fixed setting, so it will not automatically adjust anything, no color, no exposure, no shutter speed. It's now fixed by me. And now I'm going to turn on one of my lights. It's a halogen bulb, 50 watts. So it's this projector here. It's a small capsule, and it has a mirror that shines the light downwards, and that's the contrast and light that it gives over these objects here. The light is at around 1 meter distance, so it would have been better to have it further from that, but I'm now going to shut down that projector, and I'm going to turn on the Yeelight lamp and hold it at the same height, and we'll see the difference. And that's the light that it produces from the same height and position over the same objects with the same camera settings for the same objects on the table. So that was it for now. I hope that you have also enjoyed the small comparison with the halogen light, and I'm actually thinking of doing a second part to this video with the proper installation. Maybe, I'm not sure of that yet, but let me know with a comment if you wish to find out more or see more tests. What actually do you want to see about it, or what test should I do with it? And if you want this installed and show you how to install it on the ceiling, maybe I might do that also, so be sure to write me in the comments below. So until my next video upload, see you and bye bye.